welcome back to the T Swift Sisters podcast. First off, Happy New Year. I can't believe it's a new year already. I think it's been like 5 months since we started this pod. So exciting, and it's exciting that we get to take it into a new year, especially with tour starting. Um, so yeah, just a little refresher if you're new here. I'm Ren.
I'm
I'm
Sam.
We're a little we're a little,
Rusty.
we're a little rusty. Yes, that's a good way to put it, especially since our last episode was together. But Natasha.
Tosh.
And we're your hosts for this show. So welcome if this is your first time tuning in. We are the T Swift Sisters, and our podcast is just about basically our lives as Swifties, our friendship, growing up together, being adults together, loving Taylor together. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And also, starting this year, we're going to introduce a new little segment. We're going to start with it tonight. It's called What's Up, Taylor Swift? So that's where we're going to share just some things that are happening with Taylor in the news, so you can kind of stay up to date with what's going on if you're not actively reading pop culture, just some things that you might not have known that happened in the last 2 weeks since we've been on the pod with Taylor herself. So are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So we have our first news segment today. I'm actually very excited about this one. Hold on, let me just fix up my little thing here. There we go. Okay. So Taylor Swift is officially rehearsing for tour. She confirmed it. I'm so freaking excited. She shared a post on her Instagram stories that said, "It's me, hi. I'm taking a break from tour rehearsal to tell you there are 4 hours left to get these four new Midnight's digital albums, each with a unique behind the song bonus material." So I believe this came out about a week ago. And basically the most exciting news part here is that she did confirm that she is rehearsing for tour. We're gearing down, it's getting started soon. I mean, this really means that there's a set list that's out there. Like Taylor's rehearsing to a set list.
True.
Yeah. So I wonder if she's like gonna share on her socials like snippets of tour. Do you think she would?
Like before tour officially starts.
Yeah, like before tour kicks off.
No.
You don't
I
think so?
I think it's gonna be that like not
Top secret kind of thing.
yeah, just to really make it, a shocker when it opens up for the first show.
I was gonna say it has been, I think it's 5 years now since Taylor went on tour. So I'm sure she wants like she wants all the drama. We know Taylor, we love her, and it's her MO, honestly, for like that attention grab at the beginning of her show. So I'll let her have it. But what she was referring to in the Instagram story where she said there are 4 hours left to get these four new Midnight's digital albums were these kind of, it had the full album on it, right? I believe it was just the whole album. You purchase the album again, and then the four new albums also came each with its own behind the scenes of one specific song. So it was four different digital albums, and it also included a new picture, correct?
Yeah, each one.
New digital art. So she gave us the behind the song for Antihero, Bejeweled, Karma, and Mastermind. Who wants to share their thoughts?
We have quite a few.
I know, go for it, Sama. You can start.
So, of course, it's just a very brief little snippet of, her thoughts behind the song. It kind of reminded me of the 1989 voice memos at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a reason why like that just worked, because you got the deluxe album and you kind of like knew what you were signing up for. 1989 deluxe, you got the extra voice memos. So this kind of I don't want to say prolonged, but like well into us having the album already.
Yeah.
A lot of sales, a lot of merch drops. I just don't think that it needed to be another product for sale. Like we had so many anti-hero remixes.
Not
We
enough
fell
though, not
into
enough.
that. We fell into that already. So this one, and I was a little like I didn't know exactly what it was, kind of like how we just explained. It was the full album with the included unique bonus memo. But after listening to them all, I'm like, okay, do we really need to buy that individually, for their own price 4 times over?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was for reference, I believe $4.99 each one. So the total came out to like $5, but it
Mhm.
was $5 4 times. So
Yeah.
$20, I think. I'm not a
For like
math
less
girly.
$20 for like less than 5 minutes of content.
Yeah,
Because
each
yeah.
one was like 30 seconds. And
It
it's
was.
like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna charge me $5, make me buy one extra digital album with all 4 of the tracks or behind the
On
songs
one. Yeah.
on one, or even put all 4 of them on one and charge me just the $5 for that. I have
Yeah.
87 copies of the album. I don't need another digital
Yeah.
album or 4 more digital albums to hear these
Mhm.
voice memos. I love them. I thought they were super cute, but I'm glad that you brought up the 1989 deluxe album ones because those were like longer than 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. We would get this sound bite of her like testing the notes,
Making the song. Yeah.
Mhm.
conversation. This was like literally like if I picked up my notes app and I was like, yeah, so I wrote this song because I was, a little anxious. All right, bye. Like,
Yeah. Okay. And her anti-hero one, that's like the first one, or I'm sure probably the most popular that people have purchased because it is one of the biggest songs on Midnight's, if not the biggest song. And it's like when we got Midnight's Mayhem with Me on TikTok, Taylor, we love you, but like I'm glad that we get to share this opinion.
Yeah, we're allowed to say this stuff too.
Yeah, it's frustrating because in the Midnight's Mayhem with Me, Taylor's like, this is my most vulnerable song yet. I'm deep diving into my anxiety. Like, I actually think she gave us more in the free Midnight's Mayhem with Me TikTok video than this actual behind the song. Like, we
I
already
agree.
knew it was about your anxiety. Like, you let us know that. And in the music video, like you can clearly tell. So like maybe it should have been a different song, but like what's the difference here from Midnight's Mayhem? Because I feel like we learned a lot about behind the songs for multiple other tracks.
Mhm. I think this is one of those instances as well where we really see the intention behind the product or the release. Kind of going back to 1999, the deluxe, we got those full length voice memos that were already included on a separate deluxe album. You know what you're buying. If you want a little bit
Yeah.
more, you go for deluxe. For this, you really see like the marketing techniques, the unique, creative, whatever words I used, new picture,
Mhm.
never before seen, never heard before, thoughts behind the music, and another, price tag attached to it. So we just, having like this honest conversation, we've in this, I don't want to say a super long time span because, when did the album release?
October.
October.
It's
We've had
January, yeah.
so many merch drops. We've had so many sales. This could have just been something added on to the album. We don't need to go through another download again.
It
Yeah,
should have
I
been
agree.
included in our VIP package.
That too. Okay.
That would have made the money worth it.
But I
Who
do
is
have
going to
to
hear these
say,
ideas? Who?
like who's putting the ideas out there. I
Yeah.
I genuinely think that this is something that Taylor is excited about because she knows that this is what we love, right? When it came out in 1989, we ate it up. When it
Mhm.
came
But this
out,
is different.
yeah, when
That's
it
what I'm
came
saying.
out
Yeah.
with Miss Americana and we got to see the building of Getaway Car, we ate it up. People use that audio on TikTok all the time. I think this is one of those instances where it was Taylor's idea and the monetary
The intent.
capitalist aspect of her brand and company is like, okay, so we will give them that, but let's find a way to like profit off of it, basically.
Yeah.
Like, let's make the most money off of this.
Just send us a
So
quick voice note. We'll upload it, attach it to the album that's already been out. I don't know how many times.
I
And
know.
the price tag.
No, we've literally already bought the 4 versions of the vinyl. I think there's more than 4 versions of the vinyl. The 67 versions of the CD. We have it all. We
Yeah.
didn't need it. We really didn't need it, but appreciate it. And I do want to say my favorite of the 4 was the mastermind one, just because it's really cute how she talks about like romanticizing the way that she is with her fans about like being a mastermind. And it was
Yeah, that was cute.
yeah, I was like, oh, Taylor, love you. Like, I think we actually talked about this on the pod when we did our original like album thoughts episode, like our Midnight's review. I think
Ooh.
we might have mentioned that it was about the fans and not necessarily Joe. I could have also just seen a video on TikTok.
I feel like that sounds familiar too, but I agree. I don't know if it was us or something else.
Yeah, it could be a fever dream, but I feel like I've seen this film before.
That was
So
a TikTok.
It was a TikTok because it was her how she is with her fans, and it
It
was
was in
like,
the concert.
yeah, it was a compilation of concert vids with that.
okay, but we discussed
we
it
can say
together
we said
clearly.
it.
Yeah, that's fine.
We loved it. Honestly, yeah, that was my favorite one. I was like, this is super cute, but like it was
Yeah.
I'm personally glad that I did not spend the $20 to purchase them. So thank you to the Swiftie who shared the audio files so that we were able to listen.
Mhm.
Sorry that I didn't give you the $20, Taylor. I have given you my blood, sweat, and tears for the last however many years of my life. Like, I think you can live without these $20. Like, I think we can move on from this.
I also think that like probably what happened, I'm just wondering if what happened was that like someone bought one of them, realized it was like a 30-second like clip and was like, okay, yeah, probably not going to buy the other 3. Like it's just
Mhm.
I feel like it's something that if I would have known what they really were, I probably wouldn't have wanted to spend the money if I did. Like I don't know.
Good. That's a good one.
I know I can't take credit for it because I have seen it on the internet. But yes, I get what you're saying. But also at the same time, I feel like if I've purchased one, but we kind of did this with the lover journals, all of us. We were like, okay, there's like 4 lover journals. Everybody buys one and we'll
A
like flip
different,
them
yeah.
around. Yeah.
Mhm.
So people probably did that because I was gonna say, like, I feel like if I bought one, I'm gonna be like, damn, I want to hear the others. So
Yeah.
if I didn't have a group to split the cost with and shared around, then I probably would have only purchased one.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it's just kind of like you had to split it up the
Mhm.
payments because spending $20 and getting this, I would call my credit card company and be like, I'm upset with this
That
purchase.
wasn't me.
This was fraud.
It wasn't me.
I know you've seen me order on store.taylorswift.com 87 other times in the last 3 months. This was not me. I don't know if you could see it, Tosh, but I wrote down capitalism.
Oh
So
my god, I didn't see it.
yeah, so our YouTubers can see it, but basically I was showing everybody capitalism at its finest, clearly is
I
what
love
happened here.
that.
So,
That really is what it was.
yeah, that's why I said I can't take that. I can't take credit for that. I did see that on Twitter, but I think it's hilarious. So, all right, moving on. So, a lot of people were hoping and thinking that Taylor was going to be at the Golden Globes this week, probably leading into what I have to say next for news. I'll like let you know how they tie in there. But she was nominated for Best Original Song for the motion picture Where the Crawdads Sing for the song Carolina. I'm not going to sing it. I'm not. We added, we made some executive decisions, and I'm not going to do that to you guys.
If you do want to hear it, then you can purchase the remix version that's ready for download on our website.
Carolina Wren's version. Anyway, she didn't attend and she unfortunately didn't win. The winner was Natu from the film RRR. So sorry, Tay. I think a lot of people were hoping that she was going to be at the Golden Globes, obviously to receive the award. We were hoping that she was going to win, but because leading into our next news topic number 3, there has been some rumors floating around that there may be a possible Speak Now announcement. So I think some people were thinking that if she received the award at the Golden Globes, she was going to do it then. But a lot of people are speculating that it might be Friday the 13th. So when you listen to this, it will be Friday the 13th. So we will know or not by then. But I kind of just wanted to hear like what you guys have to say. So essentially what people are saying is that she's going to announce the album on the 13th and it's going to come out March 3rd because of the exile clock. It says exile ends like 3 or something in the Bejeweled music video. Number one. Number two, March 3rd is 3/3 and Miss Taylor is now 33 years old. So that's another Easter egg kind of thing. And then also March is like the beginning of tour. And we know that according to The Sun, her album is coming out in the coming months. So we will be getting Speak Now. We're kind of just in that like time waiting for the announcement / album date. This insider also shared that Taylor has been working on both Speak Now and 1989. And all the details are still kind of being ironed out, but Speak Now TV is definitely coming out before she kicks off Era's tour. So what do you guys think? Do you think it could be Friday the 13th that she announces? Like, I think it's pretty on brand.
I feel like it's on brand and also makes me think that these digital albums that she released for Midnights with the voice memos are like the last
Piece of the
not
era.
yeah, the last like Midnights sort of related release. Like she's given us everything and now it's like she's giving us the behind the song, which is like the last thing there was to give, really.
Right.
And I feel like that also ties into 1989 in that way, like we talked about. And so I feel like that was the end of that era. And I think that it would be super on brand and make so much sense for her to announce it this Friday. But either way, the March 3rd release, like I don't know about the announcement being this Friday for sure, but that March 3rd release looks very promising. Like it's just in time for tour.
Yeah.
And the 33 is just.
And I just checked and it is a Friday. So it would be, you know, Taylor releases on Friday. So it makes sense. I mean,
yeah,
I can kind of see it. And actually, if it does release the 3rd, tour starts March 17th, Friday. That's exactly 2 weeks before tour starts.
Yeah.
Oh, and hello, March 3rd, 3/3. Stop thinking about Taylor Swift's birthday. What number is Speak Now? It's album number 3.
True.
That's so true.
Oh,
That's the perfect timing.
I'm going to be so sad if Friday comes out and she either doesn't announce Speak Now or it's not March 3rd. I'm going to be like, no.
Well, we were onto something.
I feel like we are always quote unquote onto something.
We're such masterminds.
Oh God.
So do you think then like the idea of her closing off Midnights, like moving on from that, do you think then she wouldn't do any more music videos for Midnights? I know some people wanted more videos, more stuff to see. Like, what do you think?
I mean, yes and no, right? I think we have kind of, a lot of people were wanting Lavender Haze, like they were so caught up that there's a music video because of like the whole outfits that we haven't seen, the purple thing, all of that. But also like what more can we really ask for from Taylor? She's literally working on 2 more albums to give us in the same year, like the same 12-month span as this new completely brand new album that just released and an entire tour that she has had to add more dates to. Like,
yeah,
I think that that really was an unexpected twist. Like if anything, it just created unexpected work, you know, for the team with everything going on with the tour situation. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure she's also re-recording Rep. I mean, I had seen rumors that she was in the studio already working on Rep. So like literally what more can we ask for? Just kidding, I have one. A refund on my VIP package, please. I'm kidding.
That's not Midnights related though.
Well, I think the tote bag is probably like Era's tour. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. And we're gonna receive never before seen digital photos of Taylor Swift.
Maybe it's the ones tied to the digital albums.
Oh man. Oh,
It all
yeah.
makes sense now.
I feel like she doesn't give us more, but I also feel like she still could. Like she could just release another Midnight's music video, and I feel like it would still be relevant because Midnight's is like
Mhm.
the era everyone thinks about this tour. Be like, I know it's Era's tour, but it's like really tied to Midnight's because it's like right after its release. So I feel
Right.
like it would still be relevant for her to release something Midnight's related, but might be moving on to another era.
And I just like, why can't she give us the music video without it being a huge thing? Like, if she just was like, hey, I just released a music video. Okay, like, moving on. Like, do we
Like
need
the
the
old days.
merch? Do we need the chatting with Taylor Nation for hours about it?
Yes.
And yeah, I love chatting with Taylor Nation, but like, also I'd be fine with them just being like, we know you guys have been wanting this, so here's the music video, enjoy it on your own, we're doing other stuff for you.
Yeah.
So like, kind of like giving a dog a chew toy and like being like, go over there, like look that way, kind of thing. That's what I think they could
Over
do
there.
with the music video. It doesn't necessarily have to be like the whole entourage, but I mean,
Does
Also,
it-
can the purple and those like I guess outfits and like scenes that people have seen that we don't know where it's from, can it be Speak Now related?
I was just like, as you started saying it, I knew exactly what you were talking about because I mean, purple is Speak Now's color.
Yeah, that's the signature color. So I feel like yeah, lavender haze is a great little like not fake thing, but like we could just all be thinking lavender haze, but it might very well just be Speak Now.
No, this, first of all, this literally ties into my give the dog a bone and make it turn the other way. Give them the pictures of Taylor Swift in this purple costume that nobody knows what she's talking about. Let them think that it's lavender haze and they're going to
Yeah.
turn back around and be like, it was Speak Now. And I was just
Yeah.
about to fight you on it and be like, no, there was no music videos for the other albums, but there was. I Bet You Think About Me had a
Mhm.
huge music video. Oh my God, Natasha called it. That's it. Yeah,
Let's
I'm
see.
going to
Let's
have to
see. Let's
agree.
see.
No, I'm going to have to agree on this. I haven't seen one thing in relation of that to Midnight's.
Yeah. I think it was a way for us to think it was going to be related to Midnight's, but it's
Mhm.
not. And the Midnight's videos have already been released. It was those, and we're done. And it's now Speak Now.
I mean, the whole fairy tale scene, music video part of Bejeweled made us think of Speak Now. So
Yeah. Wow, I'm truly shocked. What a revelation. Wow. I'm not going to stop thinking about this. When is the 13th? 2 days
Like
away.
when we're together.
yeah,
I know.
literally.
That means more exciting stuff for you guys too.
That means if it's announced, catch us on Instagram Live.
Yes, first of all, yes. Second of all, I have my Speak Now scarf. It's on the bed over there. Did you
You
see
need to
my
bring it.
TikTok? Did you
Yes.
see? Yeah.
And I laughed because I know the ending. There was no part 2 for a reason, but we'll
No, there is going to be a part 2. There is going to be a part 2
tomorrow at 11 p.m.
Delayed.
tomorrow at 11 p.m. when I have some explaining to do. But good news for you guys is by the time our episode comes out, I will hopefully be in Charlotte already. I mean, it comes
Hopefully.
out at midnight, so we won't be in Charlotte yet, but we'll have some answers for that.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I need to take my Speak Now scarf because like she's gonna be the moment if Taylor announces on Friday that Speak Now is
Oh,
coming
she will
out.
be the moment. You need to have
I was
that.
literally gonna take my 1989 hat because
Wrong era, Samantha.
I know, but it just worked.
You know what?
Did
I'm
you
just
say
gonna
was
take my
because it
debut
didn't fit?
blanket.
That won't fit, but you can try.
Hey, I can wear my Speak Now necklace that I bought.
Oh, you can.
Okay,
And
I'll wear that
there.
for good juju.
Love that.
And that doesn't take up any room in your book bag.
Nope, will do. Thanks. for-
Natasha, do you have any Speak Now merch?
I think so.
Do you still
Let's
have the
send it.
t-shirt? The t-shirt that we bought at the concert?
That's what I think. Yeah, I have.
I totally gave mine away. I suck. But
I
I still think I have the glow sticks that we bought. The glow stick. And then I also have
Yes,
like
with
an
the rainbow
OG.
string.
Yes. And then an OG Speak Now bracelet.
Me
I do
too.
have the Speak Now shirt. Oh, the purple bracelet.
It's like the wood one
one.
kind of thing, right?
Oh.
Thick.
Oh.
It's not wood. It's not wood. It's like
I have the gummy one. The like
It's a
the
purple
like rubbery.
gummy.
Yeah. It's like
oh,
thick.
with big black lettering.
I
White.
think it's white. Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about though. It's like a clear kind of purple gummy one. She's like
no.
this thick. No?
Yeah.
No, she's a thick queen, but she's just purple.
I think we ordered the different versions.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. Speak Now. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I'm the one that has the news stuff. So, all right. So next up on our Taylor Swift news, we have some fun facts about Midnights and like where it stood in the music sales in 2022. And it's actually really exciting to share this because as you guys know, Midnights came out in October. I'm sorry, my nose is really itchy. Our YouTubers and now our podcasters can hear that I'm scratching my nose on camera, but so according to a Variety article citing Luminate, who is the provider of music sales data, Midnights had an incredible first few months. And like I was saying, this is for Luminate, did all of the stats for 2022. And it's amazing to see how high Taylor scored and everything, just because the album came out in freaking October. And like some of these people had been out for months already. So I'm just going to share some facts with you guys. So Bad Bunny's Un Verano Sin Ti, Taylor Swift's Midnights, and Harry Styles' Harry's House ranked first, second, and fourth, actually, respectively, among the most consumed albums of 2022. So, like I said, exciting. Un Verano Sin Ti came out in, I think, May.
Yeah, so it's May to October, and she's second.
And she's second, yeah. And Harry's House came out in June, I believe. Great album, great album.
Amazing.
Actually, also Un Verano Sin Ti is an amazing album. So
my number one on Spotify. Sorry, Taylor.
Yep. On sales alone, Midnights, which came out October 21st, as we know, was the absolute top dog. That's what they say, moving 1.8 million physical copies and downloads combined in barely 2 months. That's insane.
Yeah.
People don't even buy CDs anymore, which leads me into this next one. That for the second year in a row, vinyl outsold CDs in the United States. And this is just Taylor's work, like all on her own. So this year it was 43.5 million vinyls sold to the previous year, which was 34.9 million. And Taylor Swift took the cake with most vinyl sales. 945,000 vinyls sold. And it was also the top selling CD of the year, 640,000, and digital album. I'm so shocked that it's only 219,000 when we were just talking about all the dang digital albums that we've had to buy.
Well, because we were buying digital. Oh, those 4 you're talking about?
Yeah. But I mean, I definitely bought, I think this year I bought more vinyls. I actually think it was equal of vinyls to CDs that I bought for Midnights because each had the same variant. So I kind of switched around. Like if I bought a variant of this one, I bought in vinyl, I bought the CD of a different variant kind of thing.
I would also be interested, like, obviously she would sell so many vinyls either way because she's a star, but if she didn't do the vinyl variants and like how 4 make a clock, like I would just be interested to see how many vinyls she would have sold if it was just one, because it obviously egged on people to buy like 4 each, so that's going to multiply vinyl sales on its own. So I would just be interested to see that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think also like how they mentioned that it's not surprising that Taylor Swift led the vinyl pack basically. I think even without, I do think that there was a significant like increase of vinyl sales because of the variants, but I think even without it, she would probably still lead the vinyl pack just because like I feel like vinyls have been a very big thing for Swifties in the recent, like I never owned a record player. I never, like I didn't really dabble with that kind of stuff. And when you bought me the record player, Tosh, 2021, I started collecting all of Taylor's albums. And I was like, if I'm going to have this record player, I'm gonna need every single Taylor Swift
Yeah.
album. And like I started to realize how common it is in like the Swift verse. So I just think it's a very big thing for Swifties with the vinyl. So I'm not surprised that like she let it with or without the variants.
Yeah.
And then I also wanted to mention that, oh, that says 2021 and that's actually 2020. But Folklore was the 7th best-selling vinyl of 2022. So we're 2 years later and people are still buying up the Folklore vinyl, which
That's crazy.
they have a bunch of variants also. So maybe that was like another mover in that. Like maybe people are still collecting the variants. But yeah, it came in at number 7 with 174,000 copies of vinyl sold. So
Crazy.
that's a lot. I mean, I didn't know people were still out there buying Folklore. But actually, I totally bought my Folklore vinyl in 2022.
Did you
Well,
really? Well, because
I
you didn't have a
did.
record player then.
Right. Natasha got me the record player for my birthday. My birthday's in November 2021. So by the time I actively started collecting vinyls and I found that one, it was like March of 2022. So I'm so glad that one of my copies
Is part of that.
is one of those.
contributed to
So
the sale.
Speaking of, my red OG vinyl has shipped. So now my collection is complete once I get it.
Excellent.
nice.
Had to share.
Did we buy signed vinyls from Midnights? We did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, because we were comparing our hearts and stuff.
Yeah. I know that I've been collecting the signed CDs for a while, but I wasn't sure if I bought the signed vinyl, which I think I did. I think
You
that's
did. Yeah.
yeah,
You
that's
did.
something I would do. So
Now I gotta get on the vinyl game.
I know
You
Sammy
do. You
just
should.
got
It's
her record
fun.
player. It's scary and it's really expensive. It's a lot more expensive than you think, but it's really addicting and it's like it's a total high when you're like when you've set out for an album, you're like, okay, I can't find this album anywhere. I need to get it. The whole process, you're like, oh my God, I gotta find it. Oh my God, I just found this one. I don't know. Is it legit? Is
It's
it
so
not?
fun.
It is really fun. It's nice. And like you get to also start paying attention to record stores, especially local ones. I found a bunch of them here in Miami. I mean, like, I don't know why I didn't think that Miami just wasn't a record place, but yeah, it was like fun peeping in and being like, hey, do you have anything from Taylor Swift? Do you have any old stuff? That was like how I eventually was able to get the Lakes RSD, and like that was awesome. So it's just, do you think that no, I mean, maybe people bought the Lakes RSD and then also purchased the Folklore vinyl. I was going to say, do you think those sales counted as
Oh,
Folklore
right.
album sales? But I don't think so because it's just
no, I
one
don't think it
song.
would. Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
don't
just
think it
one
would.
song. So just some thoughts
Good
on
thought
that.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I debunked it pretty quick, but I'm glad I got to share it with the class. All right, and then our last topic of news is the iHeartRadio Music Awards have announced their nominees for 2023, and Taylor has been nominated for multiple categories. So I'm super excited to share those with you guys, and we will add the full list of categories and nominees on our blog. So if you want to see that, just check out our blog so you can see everybody else who was nominated. She's up for some pretty good ones, but I think she's going to have some competition in some, and we can talk about it when we get there. But Anti-Hero was nominated for Song of the Year, Best Lyrics, and Best Music Video. So love that. Taylor Swift herself was nominated for Artist of the Year. Not surprised. Swifties were nominated for the Best Fan Army. If we don't win, I'm going to be so disappointed. Like, I don't even know any of these other fan armies. Like, to me, they just don't exist. It's only Swifties here. Bejeweled was nominated for TikTok Bop of the Year, which is where I think she's going to have a little competition. And Question was nominated for favorite use of a sample for sampling Out of the Woods from 1989.
Sampling herself.
Yeah, she sampled herself. I mean, but
I didn't even know that was a category.
I know, I didn't know that either.
I'm curious to see who else is on there, just because I wasn't familiar with it.
Click the link, girl. I shared it.
Well, I think that best lyrics for Antihero has big competition
What are
because
the other?
we don't talk about Bruno
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Natasha.
is on there. So you never know.
Oh man. As it was and About Damn Time are, I would say those are going to be competitors for Song of the Year also. And
Yeah.
not because Antihero isn't the song of the year, an amazing song. I just think those songs have been so big. Like I feel like they're literally everywhere. And Antihero just hasn't been out enough. It hasn't been out long enough to like really get there.
Doja Cat is also on that category. And actually, I feel like I heard that song a lot on TikTok too. It's her song Woman.
Which
Oh
one?
yeah,
Woman.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Well, for best music video, Titi Me Preguntó by Bad Bunny's on there, and that was an amazing music video where he like showed up to a gas station and just randomly had a concert and started filming the music video.
Oh, that just came out recently, didn't it?
Like not,
The
I don't
actual
know,
music video?
not like super recent.
Oh man, I gotta go look at that. I haven't seen that music video.
Wait, can we talk about the best fan army selection for a second?
Um,
Also, Titi Me Preguntó came out, the video came out June 1st, so a long time ago.
June 1st. Oh wow, I'm super behind on that. Okay, so Sam, what did you want to say about the
So we were talking about how like we obviously like
fan
only
army?
know.
Yes.
Yeah. So for best fan army, I just think there's some interesting choices here. I guess I didn't realize anyone else's name besides like Swifties.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
okay, so we know Selenators, Selena Gomez fans,
Selenators.
Yes.
Mhm.
I know them. Ariana
Arianators, Arianators.
Swifties is just the one that makes the most sense. And I will give Believers, I'll
There's
give them some
Believers.
credit.
Yeah.
That one rolls easy off the tongue.
Yeah.
There's Rushers. So I didn't know Big Time Rush fans made a comeback, but they're here.
I think they're pretty big on TikTok. I was chatting with someone on
Okay.
TikTok who was like, girl, you gotta listen to Big Time Rush music. And I was like, I was a Disney Channel girly growing up. I couldn't tell you one song from Big Time Rush.
I was gonna say I feel like there would be some overlap though with like maybe the younger Swifties like also being rushers. So that's
I can see
highlight.
that.
Yeah. We also have Rihanna Navy. I didn't know that was a professional name for the Rihanna fans.
I knew the Bayhive.
Yes.
The Beehive.
Beehive. Sorry, it's because on paper it looks like it says Bayhive.
The
It does
Beehive.
look like Bayhive.
Um,
I didn't know Harry's were Harry Styles.
I know. I guess that's like the evolution of Directioners.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But now
Louis,
there's just Harry's and Louis and Niles, I
I'm
guess.
sorry.
Like,
Wait a minute. Wait
So
a
we're
minute.
just putting E's behind everybody's name.
Why are there Louis? Who show yourself? I don't know
he
many.
just came out with a new album.
Oh,
All
she
right.
showed herself.
Stand
All
up.
over your face.
No, I've never heard it. I'm
That
sorry,
sounded accusatory.
not to be dramatic and super on brand, but I literally only listen to Taylor Swift.
I just didn't know these were big enough to have names. Like I didn't know Louis Tomlinson fans were armied up.
I'm gonna give credit to Megan Thee Stallion fans coming in at
yeah.
hotties.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess we're Megan Thee Stallion fans.
Oh my god.
I love Meg. Meg is amazing. Oh, and we got Barb's. Barb's have been here for a long time. So
Oh, Barbs. What do you know why they are called Barbs?
well, she goes along with like the Barbie theme. So I think it's
Um,
like Barb's.
I wish we weren't Swifties just so that we could be, excuse me,
Something else.
Taylories.
Taylories. Sounds like a language or a dog breed.
You didn't mention the BTS Army. I feel like that one's like pretty.
Oh,
Because
because
that
that's
was
what we
Samantha
do.
and I like a year ago. That's why.
No, it was like 3 years ago. It was like 3 years ago. But I was gonna say I feel like that one's pretty basic as far as like fan names go. BTS Army.
Yeah.
I think but basic like in a good way. You get me? Not
Yeah.
like hotties.
Well, you, I think the army is also like their name, like BTS. I think it's like Bang Tang something. And isn't that
Yeah. It
it like
means it.
army something
Mhm.
army related in Korean? So I think it like goes with
Yeah.
the actual name instead
Okay.
of it being like a collective. Like it goes with their actual band name. What did RJ?
Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Bullet.
Oh,
Like
okay, okay, yeah.
That's what
that's the
BTS
English
stands for.
translation. That's the, I think, English translation.
Yeah.
So it's like Bulletproof Boy Scout Army, which is kind of worse. So let's pretend that we never talked about this.
So when RJ knew or learned that I was a Swiftie and that we were all Swifties, instead of calling us Swifties, he would refer to us like thinking this was the actual name as Taylor Swifties. So like the full name.
Oh my
That's
God.
really common. That's an actual common
Really?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
Yeah. They're like, oh, the Taylor Swifties. Like, no, babe.
Yeah.
Drop the
Yeah.
Taylor. We are just Swifties. And we have been for a dang long time. Like I feel like her
Mhm.
Swifties has been a thing for a while. I do appreciate though that now we have actual merch, like Taylor Swift
That
branded
says
merch.
Swifty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute. I love that. I'm here for it. I wanted to talk about TikTok Bop of the Year
Mm.
because while I love Bejeweled and I have looped it on millions of my videos on TikTok, and I have too fallen to the Bejeweled dance multiple times. I think it's gonna have some trouble. I think I think the biggest ones that I think it's gonna have trouble going up against are About Damn Time, excuse me, by Lizzo. Feel like that was a huge song over the summer and like literally on everything. Made You Look by Megan Trainor.
Yeah,
I'm constantly singing that song all the
oh,
time. But I
that's so
honestly I love Megan Trainor. I've loved her for years. When she was singing what's this song? The husband one.
Yeah, I
Your
know which
future
oh,
one.
husband. That one
That used to be on loop during our drive. Like
I was
it would come
so
up.
obsessed with that song. Yeah, like beginning of college, I was a Megan Trainor fan. I really was. I'm glad that she's like making a comeback and
yeah.
she looks good. She looks healthy. I'm proud of her. And Super Freaky Girl. I think that one's like a really big TikTok song or at least was for a long time. I
I
think
don't
those
think I
have
know that.
Nicki Minaj Super Freaky Girl.
Come on, Barb's.
I have no clue.
That one's a F to the no, that's Fergie, Fergalicious.
I don't think I know it.
I was
F.
singing a compilation of Fergalicious and Super Freaky.
I think Megan's gonna
Favorite
win.
use of a sample, Renee Castro.
Renee Castro for Tea Swift Sisters podcast, every single song, because all I do is sample songs on here. I saw a super funny TikTok of Claudia Oshry. She is the host of the Morning Toast, now the Toast. And it was basically her talking about how she will literally use any excuse to sing on the podcast. And I have fallen victim to that, but the problem is I can't sing. So I will
It's okay.
literally
We
find
love to hear it.
any excuse to sing. And like, I'm sorry because I do sound like I just smoked 6 packs of cigarettes and like I'm not a smoker. So I'm just sorry. I need
It's
to
okay.
look up, I'm looking up the lyrics to Super Freaky Girl so I can either try to sing them to you or just read you the lyrics and see if you know before I have to.
Okay.
Oh God.
Super Freaky Girl lyrics. She's all right. That girl's all right with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's all right. That
How
one.
did that
That
trigger
girl's
that?
all right. Me. I do know that one. I can win it. I
I
can
can
ride
lick
it
it,
while
I
you.
can
Yes.
ride it while you're
Yeah, yeah.
slipping and
Wait,
sliding. See,
I
that
can
was
do
a
all them
huge
little
TikTok
tricks.
song.
I did
I
not know that was that one.
He want an F to the
it's FREAK.
I'm too tired for this. That's the one. Thank you. I was still gonna sing Fergalicious once more. He want an F to the ERG, the other E. Thank you. Thank you. So So yeah, I think Bejeweled is gonna have trouble. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think she's gonna win.
Unholy on there. That's a big one, I feel like.
Unholy by Sam
Yes.
Smith. Which one?
Yeah.
I'm
Is
sorry.
your
You
turn.
The one that's like
no, please.
You see how hard it is? Do you see how hard it is? Okay.
No,
Let's
this
go.
one is churchy. This one is like
Let's go,
do it.
Natasha. Come on.
Then we can do it. It's the one that's like, Daddy don't know, Mommy's getting hot at the body shop.
I've literally never heard that song in my entire
That's
life.
even worse.
You have.
Daddy's
And
getting.
everyone's using it as like hot, sexy transition videos.
Yeah, you know what? That's not my TikTok feed. It truly is just Taylor Swift and wedding stuff. I
Okay.
have.
I'll send you a TikTok that uses the sound.
Okay.
I did send you one, Ren, but it was someone taking a video
of Sam Smith. Yes, I remember
doing
that
his-
video. But
Oh, when he was throwing up like a cat.
Oh my God. Please, if you're listening to this on the podcast, head to YouTube and just watch Natasha doing that. Please.
If you want to see Natasha gyrating, click on the YouTube link.
Gyrating, that is so fancy.
Natasha, no, that is. I don't know.
Well, I have to send you that. I'm gonna send it right when we hang up because you're gonna die.
Oh
No.
man.
Anyway, what was the video?
Someone took a video because they saw Sam Smith filming like a TikTok dance to his song Unholy, but like right outside, I think like their street. And it added like this squeaky shoe noises that you make in silence because he's just like
Oh, in silence, yeah.
and he's on the street. And so someone like filmed the behind the scenes of making that TikTok.
It's probably
Yeah.
so bad.
I'm gonna have to say that's a TikTok flop because I haven't heard that audio. And as a TikTok creator, I'm kidding. I mean a little bit. Please follow me on TikTok.
Megan
For part
is
2
definitely
of the
bigger.
packing video.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, for part 2, there probably will be a part 3. So you guys can see what I packed for our girls trip. It is absolutely chaotic, but
Use this song Unholy for your transitions. It would fit perfect.
I need to see how
It
many.
has to be a transition of you like in PJs and then into the snowballs.
Okay, but you see, this is the problem.
What?
If I'm doing a transition video, I'm going to be using Bejeweled. That's why I'm calling that a TikTok bop and this Unholy song a TikTok flop.
Oh
Okay,
my
but
God.
I first heard Megan's song on TikTok. That's why I think like it really blew up through the app. And I feel like it fits with this category.
Which song?
Made you look.
Made You Look.
Oh, yes, I really do think it's going to be Made You Look or
Freaky Girl. Super Freaky Girl.
Super Freaky Girl. I would probably say that more than About Damn Time. I really do think
Oh
those
yeah,
are
me
gonna-
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Those have been like huge songs this year. And like I don't dance and I've been out here learning like the Made You Look dance. All right. So that was all we have for Taylor news. Oh, the iHeart Radio Music Awards are going to air live on March 27th in Hollywood at the Dolby Theater. So stay tuned for that. Taylor will be in Vegas on March 25th, and her next show is scheduled after that for March 31st in Arlington, Texas. So she might actually be there. I would definitely keep an eye out for that because she's up for a lot of awards. So I could see her totally, taking a little break and going to that award show, which would be exciting because it's always a fun time when we get to see Taylor at shows, since that's not something that she does as much anymore. But I will also add to our link tree in our link in our bio. I've said like link 100 times, but I'm going to say it again. The link to vote for Taylor for these categories. So just head to the link in our bio on Instagram and Twitter, and then you can vote for Taylor. Or if you're on Twitter, you can use the hashtags. Just look up Taylor Nation and they have a thread running. So with that, I just want to mention that when this podcast releases, there are 63 days until tour starts. Opening day is March 17th, 2023. Is that St. Patrick's Day? It is, right? St. Patrick's Day is like not a day, it's a date, right?
I don't know, but I think it is the 17th.
I
Yeah,
think so
right back.
too. So a fun little St. Patrick's Day party with
Yeah.
Taylor.
It is.
How
No, yes,
fun.
it is.
Yeah, it is.
Friday? Yeah.
So everybody that's going to Glendale, please wear green or Taylor's gonna pinch you. That's just
Wait,
That's
that'd
it.
be so cute. Like a sea of green. Oh,
that would be really cute. But it is also the opening night of the Eras tour. So I
yeah,
take
no,
back what I
yeah.
said, and please wear your craziest costume ever.
pop off.
Yeah. I actually, okay. I know I never stop talking, but I saw this video today of somebody talking about how he was like kind of upset that tour was going to be ruined because everybody was going to be posting it on TikTok and Instagram before he had the opportunity to go. What do you think about this? Like, are you going to try to avoid videos? Are you going to try to like
I'm going to literally basically
Yeah,
turn
laugh.
off
Samantha's not
social
going
media?
until August, though. So I feel
August,
like,
I know that's such a long time.
are
And
you gonna
it's a,
want to see or not want to see?
I mean, honestly, I don't think I would mind because it's out there. Like she's gonna be, doing so many shows. Like
Mhm.
and I have all my channels already like, um,
The
I guess
algorithm.
channel to that
Yeah.
content anyway. So why not? I'm gonna enjoy it either way. It's gonna be so fun.
Well, the comment that I left on his video is like basically if you know Taylor and you've been to a Taylor show, or even if you haven't, if you see for months these videos, because our reputation, our stop on rep was like later
Mhm.
in the lineup. Like we had a lot of months where I was seeing a lot of Taylor content like for rep and getting spoilers and stuff, but there's nothing that feels the same way when you're there. Like even for when we went to the Jonas Brothers, I had a playlist of their set list so that we knew what songs they were going to play. And then you just get there and you forget everything that you've been prepping for and like seeing
Mhm.
because you're just living so much in the moment. So
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think that's what I'm going to like focus on because I do want to know what the heck
Mhm.
her set list is going to be. I do want to know like what if she wears a look that's so iconic that I'm like, okay, that's what I want to wear for Eras Tour,
Mhm.
which it's not going to be because I already know what I'm wearing for Eras Tour. But you know, never
I
say
was also
never.
I was using that as like a reassuring bit too. Like, what if, maybe she drops new unique pictures or new content that I see like a really cute outfit that I want to recreate. Like that gives me time. So you just make the most of your situation. Honestly, it's gonna be great no matter how you take it. So
Yeah, and if you're somebody, I'm not somebody who goes to a concert and has my phone out the entire time to share it on my Instagram story. That's just not my MO. And like if somebody's doing that, I typically tap through. I think on TikTok it's a little different because it's kind of like a video that I want to watch this video, so it's here and I'm gonna watch
mhm,
it versus like an Instagram story. But
mhm,
if that is your MO and like you're kind of worried about posting it because somebody's like, "Oh, you ruined the concert for me." Don't. I mean, like it's your page. If that's how you want to remember the concert, just enjoy, have a good time. Like don't not do it because somebody's like, "Oh, you're ruining the tour for me." Like it's
mhm,
2023. We all have cell phones and we are all
Yeah.
going to be videotaping at some point, and like I am going to be excited to see like all the fun little snippets, and Taylor does a good job about making each show unique. Like she doesn't necessarily say the same thing to each audience, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's just a little last thing that I wanted to share.
I'm so excited.
I know it's crazy, less
I
than 100 days. It's gonna come so fast. March is like literally around the corner,
it is.
especially because February is so short.
And
So
we have announcements in between. So
yeah,
Help the time go by.
yeah.
All right, I think that is our show for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please remember to follow us on social at T Swift Sisters Pod on Instagram, at T Swift Sisters on TikTok and Twitter. We are going to be sharing some more exciting content. I know we've been sharing some stuff together. You guys got to see us together for the first time over the holidays, and we're going to be together this weekend. So we'll be sharing more videos and fun stuff for you. So just stay tuned so that you can stay up to date with all things Taylor and, of course, the T Swift sisters. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.